Yeah, I think it depends on the man. I mean, I think unfortunately, I think men look at women nowadays and be like, they're just crazy as hell, right? So they're gonna put these labels out there, right? So it kind of diminishes um, the value and diminishes the regard that men hold women in. Because now men are just saying, look, we just don't, whatever they think, whatever they believe is just, we just throw it away. And so now you have a situation where men are really discounting women. They're like, oh, what a woman does is when she doesn't get her way in a relationship, she labels a man a narcissist. You see what I'm saying? So men are saying, okay, well, that's how women are. Don't listen to anything they say. Everything that they say is bullshit, pretty much. You see what I'm saying? And you actually hear some people talk about that online. Even women are saying that online. Like there's a couple women influencers, like one of them is real popular. She says, yeah, men should never believe a woman. But so that's what happens. So what happens is now you've lost credibility because you label every time you don't get what you want and every time you don't take accountability for your actions and your situation, you put the blame on the man and label him a narcissist and label him this and that. And so we know you're crazy as hell. We know you're nuts. We know you got a mental illness. You see what I'm saying? It's different than if for most of her situations she took accountability. Yeah, this is what happened. I did this, I did that. I should have changed some things or whatever. But this one situation, like he said he would do this and he didn't do that, and he completely, repeatedly lied and all that kind of stuff. And she acknowledges her stuff in the process. Then that holds more credibility. Then, right? And especially when the things that she's saying match up with what psychologists say these are the actual traits of somebody with narcissistic personality disorder. Because if those things match up now, then yeah, now you have credibility. But it's being used right now. This we talked about in your last podcast. It's being used right now as a loose term to escape accountability for your actions and choices. The same thing with the avoidant thing, like calling all men avoidant. What I told you on the last podcast, that's the way a lot of men are just in general. That's the way masculine energy moves. Masculine energy is not going to get attached to hardly anything. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's dangerous for women because you lose credibility. People are going to look at you like you're just crazy as fuck.